Hey everyone, so in the previous lesson we talked about the tilt angle and different methods in order to obtain tilt angle. So before we continue this lesson, I would like to mention something which is really important. So you can see that we said before in the previous lesson that the distance should be at least between the two rows. Okay, each string should be at least 3W. Okay, in the previous lesson it was 3W, which is 3 times the width of the panel. Okay, this was not correct. It is the correct answer is that it should be at least 3 times the height of the module. So you can see here, if you look at this figure, you can see we have this module with its own tilt angle beta, and you can see we have its height. Okay, this height is equal to, from this figure, from this rectangle, this triangle here, you can see that sine beta equal to opposite divided by the hypotenuse, opposite which is h divided by the hypotenuse. So from here we can get that the height is equal to the width of the panel multiplied by sine beta. Okay, now the distance between here and here should be at least 3 times this h in order to prevent the shading effect. Now in another lesson, which I will be added to the course, we are going to discuss how can we get the exact distance between the two panels, not just approximate number like 3h or 4h. We are going to get the exact value according to each location. Okay, so we talked in the previous lesson about the tilt angle approximate method, and we said we had many different methods to obtain the tilt angle. Now, which one should I use, or what should I use? Okay, so you have to understand that engineers or solar engineers, what do they do when they are working in projects? What methods they are using? One or a large portion of engineers, they use that the tilt angle is equal to the latitude of the location. Many of them just use the tilt angle equal to the latitude of the location. Okay. Other engineers like me, we use the practical tilt angle. Okay, we know that the tilt angle should change the whole year in order to achieve the best power. So why do we have different tilt angle? Because the location of the sun changes throughout the year. So you will find that during summer, autumn, spring, winter, we have different tilt angles. Now, what I would like to get is that what is the best angle for summer, what is the best angle for autumn, for spring, for winter. Okay, so how can I get this tilt angle? So you will find that first we go to this website again for NASA in order to obtain our latitude or the latitude of our location. Then, as a rule of thumb, solar panels should be more vertical during winter to gain most of the low winter sun, and more tilted during summer to maximize the output. So you can see that tilt angle is at its lowest during summer to make most of the sun rays perpendicular to this panel. In winter, we increase the tilt angle very high in order to make the sun rays perpendicular to the panel. So what is this value? Exactly, you will find that. First, I have the latitude, which is the most important value, latitude, okay, of any location. So what I'm going to do is that the optimum tilt angle is calculated by adding 15 degrees to your latitude during winter. So since we have the highest tilt angle, so it will be the latitude plus 15 degrees. For what? For winter. And subtracting 15 degrees during summer. So during summer here, it will be latitude minus 15 degrees or subtracting 15 degrees. So this is the optimum tilt angle to maximize power during summer. This is the optimum tilt angle to maximize power during winter. And for spring or fall, for these two seasons, what are we going to do is they will be equal to the latitude. So the tilt angle here will be equal to the latitude. Very easy, right? So what are we going to do in practical situations? Very easy. Simply, if you are looking for best value of tilt angle during summer, you will choose this as latitude minus 15 degrees. If you want the best angle in summer, you will take the latitude value and add 15 degrees. If you are looking for the best angle during spring or autumn, simply you are going to choose that the tilt angle will be equal to the latitude. Okay? As an example, if your latitude is 34 degrees, the optimum tilt angle for your solar panels during winter will be 34 plus 15, since we are talking about winter. For summer will be 34 minus 15 degrees. The spring and autumn, it will be equal to the latitude value, which is 34 degrees. Okay, so we talked about the optimum tilt angle. Without thinking, you are already now know the best tilt angle for each season. Now the question is, how can I select the tilt angle if I have fixed panels with a fixed tilt angles? I don't change this angle through the whole year. Which angle should I choose? Should I choose the summer? Should I choose the winter? Or should I choose the spring and autumn angle? Which angle if to select if I have a fixed tilt angle? Okay, this depends on the type of the system itself. So if we are talking about off-grid system, it means we have our electrical or our solar panels providing electrical power to batteries or the storage system and our house. And at the same time, if we have a solar water pumping system, which we are going to discuss in the course, then what tilt angle should I choose so that we will operate through the whole year? Now, one important thing that you have to understand is that we will select the tilt angle to maximize power during the weakest season or the lowest amount of power in the season which have the lowest amount of power. Now remember that winter is the worst season. Okay, summer have a good amount of energy, fall, spring. However, winter is the worst. That's why since I am installing an off-grid system or a solar water pump system that operates the whole year, then I will select the tilt angle that is suitable for the worst case, which means I'm going to select the angle as latitude plus 15 degrees. So if I am having an off-grid system, I will choose it as latitude plus 15 degrees. Why? In order to maximize power during winter. Because I will get good values of electrical power for in summer, spring, and autumn. However, winter is the lowest season. Okay, so what about off-grid systems that operate only in summer and the water pumping system that used in irrigation only in summer? Then of course I'm going to choose the best angle for summer because it is only operating during summer. So the angle during summer is the tilt angle, which is latitude minus 15 degrees, right, as we discussed before. Now, what about on-grid system? On-grid system, here I'm talking about a system that is connected to the power grid, providing electrical power to the power grid, or it can be hybrid, providing power to the grid and at the same time providing power to a house. So anyway, in this system, if you are talking about on-grid, it doesn't matter if we are in summer, winter, spring, we need to maximize the power through the whole year. So we will select the tilt angle equal to the latitude. Okay, why? Because if we are, for example, in winter and the panels are generating lower amount of electrical power, I will get the excess or any extra amount of power needed from the electrical grid. However, the off-grid system, you are not connected to the grid, so you need to have electrical power through the whole year, not the maximum power, but we need power through the whole year. So if you see the newer versions of PV system program, which we will discuss in the course, in the newer versions of PV system program, you will find that if you are talking about the design of the off-grid system, you will find that it gives you a suggestion for maximizing power during winter. If you are designing on grid system, it will select the angle that will maximize power through the whole year, which is equal to the latitude itself. Okay, so I hope the idea of the tilt angle is clear now for you. So you now forget about the previous lesson. If you are having any kind of confusion, simply you can just use this method that we discussed. Latitude, if you are designing off grid, it will be latitude plus 15 degrees. On grid system, it will be latitude. If you are talking about systems during summer only, it will be minus 15. During winter only, it will be plus 15. If you are maximizing through the whole year, similar to the on-grid system, then you will just select the tilt angle equal to the latitude.